Hello, greetings. I am Gilles Mancillon. I wanted to come and say hello, to wish you a good day, to welcome you into this week that is coming. That was between eclipses. It is a very powerful time, and I'm going to pull a few cards. The highest wisdom for us today is the Archangel Azrael. Leave the past behind you. The future has more to offer. Surrender everything in the hands of God. So it's about Spinoza allowing to understand all is perfect, all is divine. If we let go, then we can find ways to improve life. But we have to move towards, and so this is about finding this inner peace as well. What we need to understand is the 8 of Gabriel, overflowing activity. The results are not long to show themselves. Communicate is essential. So it is important to be clear in our communication and to move forward, for everything is there. It is really the end of a cycle. What we need to do is the 10 of Michael. It says, it is over, you are finally free. The happiness is awaiting you. Leave the past behind you. So it's all about leaving the past behind us. It's about letting go and moving forward. And the general message is wonderful. It's the force of Gabriel. It says, after the effort, the recomfort. You are harvesting the fruits of your labor. Let go of all situations that are oppressing you. So it is all within the process of this week. There is much that is going on this week. It's going to be a very shifting week. Of course, from the astrological standpoint, the great shift will happen in November 2020. I was looking at the chart, and I by accident I landed on that, and I saw this amazing Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto meeting in the sky. I thought it was like mind-blowing in terms of astrology. It is the big shift that is going. We have to get ready for that shift, because when that will hit, it will shift the world. So it is the portal of November 2020. I'm going to pull a card. And here we have, it's from Rumi, here we have the card of the blood angel. So it is about working through the blood is the essence of all thing that is happening to us. It is our blood chemistry. It is working through the process of blood transmutation into higher form, more light, more love. And so we have to deal with all these cellular memories in order to integrate that and to process it slowly but surely. Well, I hope this message will have meaning for you. I wanted to speak very briefly about something that is not really academical to say, because if I was an academic, I would probably be discredited by saying that. But it is something I believe to the best of my ability. I'm trying to transfer some truths from my own personal experience and connection. And the idea is that many extraterrestrial groups are already well known within the collective humanity. But the thing is that like the Greek gods of mythology, or the Egyptian families were not one family. They came from all over the place in the galaxy to assist Thoth in his creation of this civilization in Egypt. But the Greek gods came about 35,000 years on the earth, and they landed here. They influenced. They brought sports. They brought arts. They brought all kinds of things. They were very beneficial extraterrestrial influence. But they came from a higher plane. Their higher self were like 9 dimension, and the lower self was 7, 6 dimension, when we are 3rd, 4th dimension, and the higher self being 5th and 6th dimension. So they came from a much higher circle. They already knew themselves as eternal beings, and so they had much power. They came from a much higher circle, and so they were considered to be gods to mortal humans that were there, and it was kind of a game that was played. But then eventually all those beings ascended, and they became what we call astrology, the powers of astrologies in the planets, although there was more to it than that. Essentially, if you want to know about astrology, I recommend you read this book of Hesiod. It's the most important book. This one is in French, but Hesiod, the Theogonie of Hesiod, is the whole history of the mythology of all. It's one little poem, and then there is the works and the days, the shield, and then the Homeric anthems. Those are little songs, but in Greeks they might sing very well. Here I have them in French. It's kind of hard to sing them. They're the oldest songs that have ever been recorded. This is from 700 BC, and so Hesiod and Homer are the base for the most influential artists, because they were the base for all the pre-Socratic, and then Plato came and started making philosophy official with Aristotle, and then from Epicure on, there is a separation. The Stoic believe that you have to keep the gods implicated in your life, but the Epicure thought there was no need for gods. If they existed, they don't care about human life, and so you just live your life and you don't. But in many sense, those beings are real beings. They have been in the academical circle. It is the common knowledge that all the Greek gods of mythologies were fabrication of the poet within their imagination. But I'm telling you, Hesiod didn't have enough imagination to create this theogony. And so it's the muse that chose him to realign the misunderstanding that happened during the time of Homer, because from Homer it was just a written. All the knowledge of those memories were transmitted verbally, and Homer was the first one that wrote them down. But there was some difference in Hesiod and Homer. But it's a very short book, but it teaches everything about it. I hope you find it interesting, and to know those gods of the Olympus are still there. They're wonderful. If you can connect to those energies, those frequencies, you'll see they live in a world of marvel and wonder. And they are very welcoming, and they're here in assistance. The benevolent energies that are here to assist us through astrology and so on. Behind me is a painting called Abnegation. It's just a work on paper. Maybe I should have showed a painting with astrological planets. So here I have this one is not framed, but it's about the planet Chiron. It's Chiron for me is where my master guide lives. It is a planet of knowledge, of wisdom, of healing, of teaching. It's a very powerful influence in my life, and this is like the key. It's a very powerful key for me to connect to that energy, and so the world of symbols are connecting us, linking us to higher truth and knowledge. So it is good to pay attention to everything within life, for life is always there, God is always there. Once you find that you recognize God within yourself, no matter where you go, no matter when it is, God will also be there, and so you can rely on that. And so, but it has to be a personal choice to welcome that, and the connection and communion with the Creator is not something with like fireworks, and of course ascension is something very spectacular. Every time we move on we discover something, but it's something very, very simple. It's on the sincerity basis. It is opening your heart and to the love of the Creator. This is something that we work on with this idea of loving, worshipping God, and to do His work, to do His work as much as possible. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a French song, but it's known around the world. I think it's traveled around the world at some point. It's an old song. It goes like this. It's about letting go of the past. Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien. Ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien, non, je ne regrette rien. C'est payé, balayé, oublié, je me fous du passé. Avec mes souvenirs, j'ai allumé le feu, mes chagrins, mes plaisirs, je n'ai plus besoin de balayer mes amours avec leur trémolo, balayer pour toujours, je repars à zéro. Non, rien de rien, non, je ne regrette rien. Ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien, non, je ne regrette rien. Car ma vie, car mes joies, aujourd'hui, ça commence avec toi. Voilà, I hope you enjoyed this video. I thank you very much. It's about having no regret and making a fresh new start within the joy and love. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.